Good day, everyone. I am Julian Rose and Montolo, a second year Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management student from Section 2A. Today, I will be discussing the topic neutral versus emotional and how people express emotion. This comparison helps us to understand how different cultures and individuals manage express their feelings, especially in professional or social settings. In our daily lives, emotions shape the way we communicate, connect, and understand one another. Some express feelings with vivid intensity, while others choose a more reserved, neutral tone. This presentation explores the contrast between emotional and neutral expression, how culture, personality, and context influence the way people convey their inner state. By understanding these differences, we gain insight into the human behavior and learn to navigate diverse emotional landscapes with empathy and awareness. So, first dimension is neutral characteristics. People in neutral cultures tend to control their emotions. They prioritize logic over feelings, and it's often hard to tell what they're truly thinking or feeling. Example situation: in a business meeting in Japan, a manager listens quietly and nods occasionally, even if he disagrees. He doesn't show frustration or raise his voice. So, in the third column, which is strategies, first bullet is manage your emotions effectively. Example: a student receives a low grade but chooses to calmly ask the teacher for feedback instead of reacting emotionally. Yes, it's true. There are some student na reacting emotionally, like dili sila kabaw mo kalma if mangutana sila sa ilang concern nga nang inani ako but instead to avoid conflict or misinterpretation, you need to come ask your teacher about sa imong concern. And the next bullet is watch that your body language doesn't convey negative emotion. Example, during a job interview, even if the applicant feels nervous, they maintain eye contact and avoid fidgeting. So, yes, job interview, dili jud na mawala ng kakulba. But to avoid nervous, you need to you need to maintain eye contact with the employers. The third bullet is stick to the point in meetings and interaction. Example, in corporate meeting, the speaker avoid personal stories and focuses only on agenda. Um, yes, kanang for example sa eskwelahan kanang mga professionals kanang they use need yun mo mag-focus kung unsa ra gyud ang nasa agenda, not to include something personal stories about sa agenda. Kung unsa ra gyud naa dito kay kung mag-mention man gyud or mag-include man gani kag mga personal, which is murag wa gani connect sa agenda, and then ma-misinterpret sa laing tao nga mao to iyang gipanabi, and then yes, maka-cause sa siya kanang kuan dili sabtan sa lain kay personal stories ra baron. And so the last bullet is respect others' reaction carefully as they may be reluctant to show their true emotions. Example, a team leader notices a quiet employee and checks in privately, knowing they might be hiding stress. Yes, you need to respect others. Nga, if kanang dili sila mo gusto mo pakita sila hang kuan problema or something, dili sila ganahan magtuna ng trabaho, they used to hide something na di sila ganahan makaapekto sa silang trabaho. And then next is the second dimension, which is emotional characteristic. People in emotional cultures express their feelings openly. Showing emotions is welcome and seen as a sign of sincerity. Example situation: in a family gathering in Italy, people laugh loudly, hug often, and express joy. or sadness freely. Yet, kung diri sad sa Pilipinas, makita gid nimo kung ang usa ka tawo is lipay, grabe kayo hagakhak, and then kung naa sa uban nga grabe ra sad ka overacting, I mean grabe sad kung maglagot, like ipakita gid nila kung unsay kanang kung unsa lagi bati. So in the third column, which is the strategies, first bullet, open up to people to build trust and rapport. Example, a Filipino teacher shares a personal story to connect with student and make the lesson more relatable. For example, si Ma'am Jessa is, she's a type of teacher nga maka-amaze kay i-connect with me niya sa usa ka story baron para maka-relate me, which is good. And next bullet is use emotion to communicate effectively. Example, a speaker uses passionate tone and gesture to inspire the audience during a motivational talk. For example, said si Ma'am Jessa, which is she's a good speaker in delivering about something ma-engage with me kay the way you use tone and gesture nga ma-inspire gid niyang audience and then ma-motivate me sad me sa mga iyang ipang-share. And the third bullet is learn to manage conflict effectively before it becomes personal. Example, two coworkers disagree on a project, but they talk openly and respectfully to resolve the issue before it escalates, which is good. If gamay pa gani ang usa ka ang gamay pa gani ang kuan, like kung ma-misinterpret man namong situation nga ma-misinterpret gud sa usa ang sa usag-usa, so na mag-cause of conflict. Samtang gamay pa, need nimo tagana yung solution. Then the last bullet is use positive body language. Example, a team member smiles, nods, and leans forward during discussion to show engagement. Like the last bullet is have a positive attitude. Example, even after a failed presentation, the speaker encourages the team to learn from mistakes and try again. Not because in one mistake, dili na ka mo mupadayon. So, we can learn from mistakes, but dili ka buhat og mistakes para kon. But use that mistake to learn and gain knowledge. And in inclusion is understanding these two dimensions, neutral and emotional, help us adapt our communication style depending on the context and the culture. Whether we choose to express or restrain our emotions, the key is respect, awareness, and empathy, which is these three keys is which is respect, awareness, and empathy is more important to understand the culture of emotional and neutral, because if you apply these three keys in two dimension, you can gain knowledge and you will understand the culture of these two dimensions. That's all. Thank you.